Boko Haram.
Boko Haram. Boko Haram.
Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? $697 million.
Did you know that millions of dollars meant for humanitarian aid might have ended up funding terrorism? Today, we uncover how USAID, the United States Agency for International Development, was allegedly misused to finance extremist groups in Africa, including Boko Haram. What is USAID and how does it work? USAID is a government agency responsible for providing foreign aid and development assistance worldwide. With a massive budget of nearly $60 billion annually, USAID funds projects in education, healthcare, and economic development across various countries, including African nations. One of its key goals is to provide humanitarian aid to war-torn regions. But what happens when that aid falls into the wrong hands? Recent reports have revealed that USAID funds have been exploited by terrorist organizations in Africa. Investigations show that aid money intended for schools, food, and health programs was redirected to fund extremist groups like Boko Haram and Al-Shabaab. According to U.S. Congressman Scott Perry, USAID...
Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding.
But the most shocking revelation? USAID once paid for the college tuition of Anwar al-Awlaki, a man who later became one of Al-Qaeda's top recruiters. He was linked to multiple terrorist attacks, including 9/11 and the Fort Hood shooting. This raises the question, how many more extremist leaders were unknowingly funded by U.S. taxpayer dollars? And it doesn't stop there. Israeli forces recently discovered USAID-branded humanitarian aid inside a Hezbollah weapons cache in Lebanon. This suggests that aid intended for civilians may have been intercepted and repurposed by terrorist groups. Who is responsible? So, who is responsible for this mismanagement? USAID's Office of Inspector General has admitted that there are major oversight issues. A report found that aid distribution in Africa, especially in conflict zones, lacks proper monitoring. This means that millions, if not billions, of dollars could be ending up in the hands of extremists. The lack of accountability has led to calls for reforms. Some politicians demand stricter controls, while others argue that USAID should be completely restructured. At its core, USAID's mission is to help struggling communities. But without transparency, that mission can be exploited. If humanitarian aid continues to be misused, we risk fueling the very conflicts we aim to resolve. What do you think? Should USAID be reformed or shut down? Let us know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more investigative content.